This is a forgotten corner of the city, where the American dream has faded into a harsh reality. Here, the streets are empty, and the only sounds are the wind and the no-stunt hum of the city. The real story, it's always more complicated than the devil.
The history of the Vagos is surrounded in mystery, as well as many events surrounding the game. It is believed that they formed in the 1970s. The Vagos are based in the eastern and northeastern neighborhoods of Los Santos, which are historically majority populated by the Chicano community. Incoming immigration from Mexico and other Latin American countries increased the population of the area, and it can be assumed that the deprivation of the area as well as cynical attitude towards law enforcement allowed the gang to form and flourish, turning into a complete powerhouse within Los Santos. The Vagos will wear the color yellow, possibly showing pride for their Latin descent, but would tag the wall with a sunburnt orange, using a West Coast Chicano style drawing, Xing out the A's and O's to show disrespect to the Aztecas and the Orange Grove families. Prior to 1992, they also controlled northern East Los Santos, which can be supported due to the member Freddy living in the area at the time. But Freddy would be killed due to his decisions while locked up, in which he will rape popular rapper and GSF member OG Loc. During the mission, CJ will refer to the hood as Vago's hood, despite the various ballers running around the area.
Catch it, man, this is the spot. Ain't this Vago's hood? Man, I don't give a shit. I'm gangsta.
But this also could be due to CJ being away from Los Santos for 5 years and not understanding the current gang situation during 1992. The radio station would even mention that the Vagos are at war with the Aztecas in East Los Santos, and the Vagos gang house will remain in the area before being destroyed during the mission Burning Desire, in which CJ would go in and burn up the hangout under orders of Frank Tenpenny, in which he would meet his beloved Denise. Since Northeast Los Santos was once part Vagos territory before falling under control of the Ballas, it is believed that they had a gang war or it came to some type of agreement, possibly to benefit the push of crack cocaine within the area. The Vagos will use crack cocaine to push their gang to new limits, paying off dirty police so they can move work, take care of rival gang members, and become the biggest Hispanic gang within the city. And this can be all linked back to Big Papa, which is a drug lord an active gang member of the Vagos. Big Papa got so big that he took over Mad Dog's mansion, turning the rapper's crib into a drug palace. But just as he thought he was safe, Mad Dog will get back on his feet, and Grove Street members CJ and the San Fierro Triads will come in to ambush them. Flying in on private helicopters, the gang will let down and make their way within the building, viciously fighting through Vagos to get the Big Papa. He would attempt to flee, but unfortunately for him, CJ will catch up to him and end his life. The main affiliation to the Vagos are the Ballas, the local syndicate, the San Fierro Rifa, the Russian Mafia, and Crash. They will be at war with the Barrio Los Aztecas, the Grove Street families, and the San Fierro Triads. But what exactly happened to the Vagos 18 years later? Well, it turns out they will continue being the largest Hispanic gang within Los Santos. But instead of keeping their traditional look, they will support a more urban look, sprinkled in with a little cholo style, and will wear gear of the LS Pounders football team. It would be rumored that the Vagos within GTA 5's universe wouldn't only be Mexican descent, that they will have a Guatemalan presence due to some of the slang words that they use. And as told by the underbelly of Paradise, they will have connections to the Mafia, in which they will be involved in drug, weapons, and vehicle trafficking, as well as contraband and document forgery. They will break off into 3 subsets: the North Side Vagos, which control the north side of Rancho, and are in a violent war with the Barrio Los Aztecas due to the northern part of Rancho being Aztec territory. It can also be seen kicking it back with the original LS set of the Vagos, which control the south side of Rancho, in which they are at war with the Ballas, mainly the South Rancho Ballas set. Due to the proximity of the territories, the two wouldn't get along. And the third set being the East Side Vagos, which control Cypher's Flats. They would once control Vespucci Beach, but due to the Marabunta Grande moving in, they will lose their turf, especially during a mission when Franklin would kill one of the members during a repo job, which I guess will weaken the set within that area. But don't get it twisted, the Vagos have a very strong